I am Closet SimRacer. Welcome to another video. Today we're talking about the truth about VR sim racing. Certain things that you may not have even thought about, but obviously from my experience the last couple of years, I thought I'd share them so you can make a decision whether you think VR racing is for you or not. So let's make a start. Some good points. The experience is fantastic. You feel like you're sitting in a car, you can look around you, you can look at the things inside the car. It's brilliant. Great for racing. Depth perception, second to none. Much better, far superior to flat screen. What more can I say? It is brilliant. Once you get it right, it is fantastic. Plus side, you don't need to buy three 1440p or 4K monitors. You can have a standard crappy screen like what I've got, because all the graphics come through the headset, so there's no need for an expensive monitor, so you can ditch that bit. Space wise, you can fit it in a tighter space. As per my name, Closet SimRacer, I did have it in a little cupboard under the stairs. As you can see, I've now moved house. Name to be decided. I might rebrand, don't know, let me know. Next thing, wheels. You don't need fancy wheels. You can have wheels as long as you've got enough buttons on the wheel. Doesn't really matter what it is, because every time you're inside of a car, your wheel looks like the wheel in the car. So it tricks the mind. Your wheel can be anything. It changes every time you get in the sim. So that's a little bonus. Happy days. Bad sides. Quite a lot of bad sides. But in my experience, outweighs the good side. So you need a high-end computer to run it. For example, I currently have a Ryzen 5 600X with a NVIDIA 3080 10GB. That is enough to run iRacing, R-Factor. I could even run ACC in VR. I get decent experience out of Flight Simulator. That's generally all I use VR for. It's top drawer, works a treat. So that's sort of where I'm at. The only thing I'd probably not skimp on next time is the processor. My 5600X, it's very good, but I think I'm bottlenecking, and I could get a better experience if, say, I went for the 5800X 3D. That would be top drawer. That's where I need to be. So that is my next planned upgrade as regards to processor anyway. Everything else is fine. I can't see me getting a 4080, 4090 anytime soon. As good as they'll be and as fantastic as that'll be, I don't need it yet. So I've tried VR with two previous systems. The first one I tried it with was an i5 9400F with a NVIDIA 1660. I tried that with my current headset, which is a Oculus CV1. It's not good enough. Not even close to good enough. Stuttery mess, made me feel ill because I couldn't hit the constant frame rates. Not good. Wouldn't advise anything that low. Just even on the low end headset I've got, just was not good enough. Next one I tried, same process, the i5 9400F. I got a NVIDIA 2060 Super. Now that was good enough to run iRacing. That was absolutely fine in iRacing. R-Factor 2, kind of single player only. I tried loads of times to get it working properly. Spent hours and hours, just couldn't quite get it right. I did try the OpenXR, but that goes on to one of my other downsides in a second. Next thing is you kind of need a degree in terminology and computer, because you can't just sit in your rig, turn it on, and away you go. Something always changing, like there's an Oculus update, or there's a Windows update, or there's an update of some description, and it breaks everything. You go to do a race, and your frames are tanked, and it's an absolute pain. So you've got multiple programs that you need to have open. I personally have, with iRacing it's pretty simple, I just have Oculus open and iRacing. That's it. Works a treat. With R Factor 2, I have R Factor 2, I'll have Crew Chief, I'll have Oculus Tray Tool, I have MSI Afterburner, and then you've got to turn your wheel on, you've got to do everything in particular order, plus you have to go in and change your graphics card in the graphic configurator. Most people all know that, but you've got to remember to do all this. You miss one step, you've got to turn off, you've got to turn it back on again, and try again. Also, there are things in the settings like DLSS, FXAA, SSA, reflex, super sampling, space warp. You've got to remember all of these settings, and the amount you learn over the couple of years that I've been doing it is, right, that's not working, let me try that setting, go into that after an update, put that back to how it was, and away you go. But you can't just get a headset, plug it into your computer, and start, because it takes hours, absolute hours, to get it in, get your settings right, set your super sampling, which is a must, by the way. You must have your super sampling rate correct, because that's what makes the difference visually in the headset. For any headset, it'll be across the board. Once I discovered that and how that works, that was the game changer for me. But getting to that point is a downside, because it's not simple. Other downside to VR is the outside world doesn't exist. Once you're in that headset, you are, doing what you're doing. You can't see anything around you. You don't know what your family are up to, your cat, your dog, your missus. You've kind of got to trust them. Once I was gaming, took off my headset, and my daughter was stood literally right next to me. Scared the crap out of me. But that's only happened once. My family kind of know. Now, when I'm in the headset, leave me alone. Once I'm done, I'm there. I'm back in the room, if you will. Other things you don't need as regards to VR is a button box. Some people do. Me personally, it's close your eyes and try and operate. If you've got a button box, close your eyes, try and operate it. See if you can get to the right button that you want. Very difficult. You can have a keyboard next to you. I have to take the headset off to hit escape to exit out of a race, or to get back to the pits or whatever. I just can't do it, because you're sort of fumbling around trying to figure out where everything is. As regards to that, saves money one way. You spend your money on your PC, on the headset. I mean, I can only talk from the CV1, which is what I've got. I've never used a different headset, never a Quest 2 or a G2 or the Aero or Pimax or the other ones. The other thing that nobody tells you is, say you get a quick hour, get a quick racing or quick practicing, jump in your rig, you've not used it all day, chuck your headset on, steam's up. You kind of need to allow a period for your headset to warm up, so you can't put the kids to bed, stick your headset on and go straight into a qualifying session or a race or a league race or whatever. As soon as you put that headset on the first time, it'll steam up. I personally, what I do is I get a woolly hat, I put it on my side here, put the woolly hat inside, and that'll bring up the image on the headset, and it'll warm it up prior to me then sitting down and putting it on. Just gets a little bit of heat into the lenses prior to me trying to do anything. Doesn't always work properly, but it's better than putting a cold headset on your head. It's not good. Not good. But if you've got the possibilities, if you've got a high-end computer and you've got triple screens already, or even a single screen, I'd advise trying it. For me, I was a bit quicker, not massively, but the experience of the actual driving itself the depth perception, where you are on the track in relation to anything else. You just don't get that on a flat screen. You just don't. Worked quite well for my consistency as well. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the truth of VR. Any questions, let me know, chuck it in the comments. And anything else you guys want to know, any other videos you need me to do, just give me a shout, let me know, I'm all game. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon for more racing.